is coming into our NBC newsroom right now. Congressional investigators are trying to figure out who sent an email that gave Donald Trump, his son, and others a decryption key for hacked WikiLeaks documents. I want to bring in NBC News intelligence and national security correspondent Ken Dilanian. Ken, tell us what we've just now learned. I know you and some of our colleagues have just confirmed some of this information. What's up?
That's right, Hallie. Two sources with direct knowledge of this are telling us that congressional investigators have obtained an email from a man named Mike Erickson. Obviously, they don't know if that's his real name, offering Donald Trump and his son, Donald Trump Jr., access to WikiLeaks documents. This was about September 2016, right in the middle of the campaign when WikiLeaks was putting out some documents, hadn't put out other documents. Remember, the Russians had hacked the Democrats and handed this stuff over to WikiLeaks. So the issue here is congressional investigators do not know whether this was a legitimate, real overture from WikiLeaks. But one of the sources told me they presume that Robert Mueller knows and can get to the bottom of that through the technology and the intelligence resources he's got at his command. But if it was a real overture from WikiLeaks, obviously it raises a host of questions. It goes to the heart of the collusion question, right? Because WikiLeaks was essentially acting as an agent of Russian intelligence, publishing hacked emails that hurt the Democrats and helped Donald Trump.
And Ken, Donald Trump, and I want to bring in Zeke Miller and Alana Shore, who are with me here, and stay as part of the conversation there, pal. But Donald Trump loved WikiLeaks on the campaign trail. He talked about him again and again, despite real concerns from members of the intelligence community that was a huge mistake. This seems like a significant development.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the president, now president, then candidate Trump, encouraged WikiLeaks to hack Hillary Clinton's, emails out that were off her server. But the question is, who was this actually from? Was it legitimate? Is it from WikiLeaks? And then also, what, if anything, did the Trump campaign and people around Donald Trump do with
it? What was the response?
Did they ignore it? Did they open the email? Did they click the link? Did they download these emails?
Ken, do we know? Do we have any guidance on that?
No, we have asked and we are waiting a response from Donald Trump Jr.'s lawyer. And right, one of the big questions is, did they call the FBI, for example?
Right.
They haven't done that in other cases where overtures from Russians came in, offering incriminating information about Hillary Clinton. But you're absolutely right. That is a huge question. We're trying to answer it right now.
And keep in mind, Hallie, only one of 3 congressional investigations into Russia is really functioning right now. And that's the Senate Intelligence Committee's investigation. The House is a partisan mess. The Senate Judiciary Committee has become a partisan mess, in large part over whether to bring in Donald Trump Jr. and subpoena him over this exact question. So Donald Trump Jr. is about to come into the Senate Intelligence Committee any day now. And this is an
We don't know when. Yeah,
we don't know when yet, but it's kind of a political tinderbox on the Hill right now over him and this exact issue.
Now, Donald Trump Jr., Ken, has already come. We saw him just this week coming over to speak with House investigators.
That's right. And we are getting the Democrats on that committee, to speak to the point of your other guests, are very dissatisfied with how that 8-hour interview went. They're saying that he didn't recall answers to key questions, and they are frustrated that the Republicans are not allowing them to subpoena the documents that they feel they could confront him with to get better answers. And he cited attorney-client privilege in one aspect of this where the Democrats didn't think it was legitimate. So it's really true that that investigation is breaking down.
Zeke, final thoughts. Where does this go?
Yeah, it goes to Robert Mueller. It's up to him now. That falls in his court.
Falls in his court for sure.